With the release of the 5th season of The Crown on Netflix, fans from all around the world are raving. After binge-watching the entire thing in one go, many want to know when they'll be able to watch the next one, and we can't wait to see how the royal family copes with what could be their greatest challenge yet. In today's video, we'll be talking about what we know about the upcoming season. Let's get into it. First off, the season will be released in late 2023. With such glowing reviews, it's no secret that the show is very popular. Everyone wants to know all the secrets of the royal family. If you're one of them, you've come to the right place to find out if this popular historical drama will be back for another season. At the moment, there is no official confirmation of when the season will come out. According to our expert predictions, it would probably be released around the middle or end of 2023. Most likely, it will keep airing at the same time it does now. The season has been in production since August 2021, but out of respect for the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the creators of the show decided to put it on hold for a little while. We have good news though, they're back at it. The season would feature the most devastating loss the family went through, which was the death of Diana, Princess of Wales. While the streaming hasn't made an official announcement about the show's start date and time yet, we're pretty confident with our predictions. There hasn't been anything new from the network to promote the next season. On the platform's official YouTube page, you can see the trailer for season 5 only, but we know one of the key features. We'll get to see the post-divorce feuding of Prince Charles and Princess Diana in the 90s. Now for the season's amazing plot. The series will take place sometime between the late 1990s and the early 2000s, according to reports coming from inside the production. It's going to concentrate on the years ranging from 1997, when Princess Diana passed away, to 2001, when Prince William and Kate Middleton went on their first public date at St. Andrews. In August, production on the 6th season was well underway. They had already gone through a couple of table reads by that time, and all of the performers were quite pumped to get started on the project. We now have confirmation that the show will concentrate on the tension that existed behind the scenes. That was the only logical way to depict the princess's passing without actually showing it on the screen. When it comes to the Princess of Wales, the writers of the show are hesitant to take too many risks. That's because she was so beloved by so many people. Their hesitation makes a lot of sense. Throughout her life, she was a tireless advocate for children, and she was also the driving force behind charities that helped AIDS patients and victims of landmines. She is known historically as the Princess of the People. We can appreciate the writer's desire to tread carefully, because if we were in their shoes, we'd be terrified to portray a character who was so widely adored. Coming up, we've got the cast for the exciting season. Hold on to your royal carriages, guys. Imelda Staunton, who played Queen Elizabeth in the 5th season, and Jonathan Pryce, who played the Duke of Edinburgh, will return for the 6th season of The Crown. Dominic West, who is known for his work in theater, has been cast in the role of Prince Charles, and Elizabeth Debicki has been cast as our beloved princess. The roles of our favorite characters from the previous season, including Leslie Manville as Princess Margaret, Claudia Harrison as Princess Anne, Olivia Williams as Camilla Parker Bowles, and Jonathan Pryce as Prince Philip, will all be reprised in this season. Are you getting super excited? We are. It has now been confirmed that Johnny Lee Miller, who plays the role of John Major, will also be appearing again. The charming Rufus Campa has been cast to play Prince William in his early years, while Ed McVeigh has been chosen to play Prince William in his late teens and early 20s. Meg Bellamy, a talented newcomer who has a lot of potential, will play the role of his wife on the show. There has been no announcement regarding who will portray the role of Prince Harry, and the suspense is almost unbearable. With such an amazing cast, we can see why the show is so popular. Let's look at how many episodes the season will have. Much like with the previous seasons, this one is expected to have 10 episodes, each of which will be about 50 minutes long. Plus, fans can get their binge-watching pants ready because they'll all be released on the same day. We also know that The Crown can only be seen on one streaming platform, so get ready for Netflix and chill. In an interview, the producer of the show, Suzanne Mackey, defended their decision not to go into the future by saying that they needed to get the right perspective. As the series deals with real-life people and real events, it needs to be authentic. Since this is the case, it seems likely that we won't see the recent deaths of Prince Philip and the Queen, or the weddings of the two princes. We suspect that they might show Prince William's adorable courtship with Kate Middleton. We'll also get to see how they met and dated on and off for 8 years before officially tying the knot. Since the last season ended with Tony Blair's election and move to Downing Street, we can assume that the final season will also cover the Queen's Golden Jubilee, her wedding anniversary, and the deaths of the Queen Mother and Princess Margaret. Insider reports have confirmed that it will also include Prince Charles' second wedding and his time as part of the firm. As expected, it will talk about how many people felt devastated after Princess Diana passed away. We bet that it's going to be emotional. Up next, the royal family isn't as dramatic as the show suggests. The series walks a thin line between real-life drama and some reenactments. After the Queen's death, the show's creator had to face a lot of backlash, mostly from the royal family. This made him issue the disclaimer that it's a dramatic retelling of real events. People loved The Crown because of its strong focus on historical facts and events. After all, it tells the story of one of the most famous families in the world, whose lives have been written about a lot over the years. Some of the dialogue, like the conversations between the Duke of Windsor and his wife Wallis, came straight from his letters, which were made public after he died. Still, the real people who have been on the show have complained about some tiny factual mistakes. For example, the former Prime Minister criticized Season 5 for making it seem like Prince Charles couldn't wait to take over the royal throne. Even Earl Spencer, Princess Diana's brother, was worried about the show's reception because it blurs the line between fiction and reality. Of course, we wouldn't want our family's dirty laundry out in front of the entire world. The relationship between Prince Philip and Penny Knatchbull is also fictitious. Sources close to the royal family say that the rumor that the Queen hated Penny was just that. There are a lot of small things that experts and royal family fans disagree about, but we believe that a show needs to take some liberties for entertainment purposes. Finally, we've got a little recap of the previous season. Most of Season 5 is about the late Queen's immediate family. We got to take a trip back to the 1990s to see how the royal family dealt with the fall of the Soviet Union, the exposure of several scandals, and the end of a fairy tale marriage. Along with the royal family, The Crown also looks at British politics over time. The Queen had 15 different prime ministers during her long reign. Tony Blair was prime minister for 10 years, from 1997 to 2007. Since he was in office for that long, he'll probably be a part of the last season too. Before China took over Hong Kong in 1997, the British had been in charge of the area for 156 years. Blair and Prince Charles were both at the handover ceremony. After the event, the prince pointed out that the Britannia needed to be retired. When he told the Queen what he had done, she reprimanded him for taking action without consulting her. They were on separate pages when it came to the ruling. What's more, we saw Princess Diana leaving her cheating husband and his complicated family. She went on a vacation to Saint-Tropez, where she was bound to meet the Egyptian Dodi Fayed. In the last episode, we were made to think about a lot of things. As viewers, we start to wonder if the institution of the royal family is still important. Even though we know that we'll have to endure one of the most tragic deaths of all time, we can't wait for the next season. That's a wrap for this video. Do you want to know more about the upcoming season of the Netflix show The Crown? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you at the next one.